Hello, welcome. I'm going to spend the next 10 or 15 minutes talking about our new on-demand products 2016, featuring our new improved on-demand editor. I think you'll like the new system. It works much faster than it did before and gives you more options. Everyone should have the new on-demand item under their OCS3 navigation bar, so you can anytime come log into our system and just launch a new on-demand order by clicking on the link here in the sidebar. The on-demand process is a three-step select, edit, and pay system, so it's pretty easy to get through. Most of your time is going to be spent in editing. In step one, we have postcards right now and greeting cards. We have a lot more greeting cards. We've been building these for years. So right now we're featuring the Father's Day, Mother's Day, but if you wanted to generate greeting cards for thank yous or spring market, although we're getting a little late for that, you can, and at any time, of course. We also have Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, and New Year's cards. So bring those up anytime. If you're wondering what are the print dimensions and what are the available options, you can just click on the link here and read about the product, read about the delivery options, and read about the pricing. So this should explain everything out to you. Okay, so I'm going to look at postcards today, and notice we have branded postcards, just listed, open house postcards. Right now I'm showing all. And branded cards will automatically assume the color scheme of your logo. So if you're one of the companies that we've pre-flighted, you will see instead of gray and white here, the actual colors from your brand. Otherwise, our generic cards like just listed and open house cards, you can modify the colors that are displayed as you like. So I'm going to choose one of our just listed cards and select it for editing. So this brings us into the editing interface. So when you load the editor, it takes a little bit of time to come up, but it gives you a full screen system where you can directly edit the components that you like and directly upload into the canvas whatever images you like. I'm going to take you on a quick tour of the interface. We have the discard and start over button. That'll get rid of whatever you've been working on, throw it in the trash, and start you over. We have the review proof and approve button. That'll get you to the next step, step 3, where you can actually choose your shipping and mailing options. So there's an add text, add image, and add QR code or rich text button here. So you can add arbitrary bits of text at any time, or add arbitrary images at any time to your system. To get out of this, you can click the little X button, and to get rid of items you've added, you can simply click on the little menu and delete. Down at the bottom we have the front side and back side buttons. So when I click on the back side, it switches us to the reverse of the greeting card. Finally, we have our undo buttons. So if you've done something you regret, you can undo and redo it. Oh, let's not forget the zoom in functions and zoom out functions in case you want to get in close. Okay, so in order to customize our design, it's pretty easy. You can click on elements directly and start typing. So I'm going to put the address of this listing. And I'm going to upload a picture. So to upload a file, you just click the upload button and choose any file from your file system. So here's one. And you'll see it appear in the system. When you click on it, you'll see the buttons at the bottom light up. So you can choose to edit it at this point. That'll allow you to crop it or adjust colors, or you can choose to insert it, and it'll drop it into the frame of the image of the canvas that you've selected. Now we're getting a warning here that the image resolution is too low for the print size. That means that my picture, even though it looks really nice on screen, when it prints out it's probably going to be a little bit blurry or pixelated. So you want to choose nice big images, something like 1 or 2 megabytes in size. Let's switch to an image that is a little bit more high resolution that I uploaded a few days ago. So over in the gallery, whenever you bring up the gallery, it shows you My Files, it shows you all of your images, it shows you what you've done today, and that's where you can see the upload button, and it shows you things that you've done previously. So here's where I'm going to select something that I uploaded a few days ago. Okay, there's no warning here, so we know we're doing well. Now we can do other things too. We can change the background. So if I don't like the color, there are options up here where we can, for instance, change the background color to red, or change the opacity to something a little bit lighter. If you're happy with this, I think I'm also going to change the font color to white. There. Now, with these boxes, you can resize the font just by clicking and dragging on these resize handlers. And you can also just move it around wherever you like. And the same thing applies to the background. If you prefer to see this stuff at the bottom, go ahead and put it at the bottom. When you're uploading and moving things around, take note of the dotted line that you see running around the image. That indicates where we're going to trim the image for production. So we're going to print this thing edge to edge. When you have a picture, if you don't like the placement of it, notice that there's 2 buttons here. The first one allows you to upload files. The second one allows you to edit the file that's in here. When you do this, you get these little resize handlers that allow you to move the image around, and this will allow you to zoom in on it a bit. Maybe move it to the side. If you got a nice high-res image, you can see that we can play around with this image quite a bit. When you're happy with the placement, click the check mark, and we'll move on to the backside. So on the backside, I'm going to point out a few things. We've got your name and address from your information on file. We've got your logo that we have on file and your contact information we have on file. This is a blank area here where you can just enter in a custom message. And up here is your return address, which you should verify. So, first thing I'm going to do is add my email address, and I'm going to move it down a bit, and then I'm going to edit the custom message over here. And say, when's the last time you had your home evaluated? Great. But it's a little blank here, so I'm going to take this opportunity to add one of the public files that we have available for you. So in the gallery, you have My Files, which is stuff you've uploaded, and public files, which is the stuff we put in. So we have some logos, we have some ribbons you can drop in, and we have some certificates. So I'm going to take the complimentary market evaluation certificate and insert it. By the way, if you have an Instagram account, you can link to your Instagram account, and it'll show you pictures from the last 6 months or so. So you can drop those in. So I'm going to put this in, and again we have the resize handlers. So I'm going to resize this and center it, and The other thing I'm going to do is I don't like the font that we've got here. I have all kinds of options for bold, italic, underlined. Here's all the different fonts we have rendered in the size and the typeface that you're going to see them in, and you can change the size here. So I'm going to make this a lot bigger, and you can also change the color. So I'm going to make this red. And this looks good to me, except for one last thing, is the logo isn't the right one for this background because the blue on black I don't like. So I happen to have a logo on file with a white background, white text that I'm going to use instead. So now I'm happy with this. I'm going to move on to the review and approve stage. So here it gives you one last look at how you've set up your system, set up your postcard. And if you like that, great. If you want to make some changes, no problem. Go back and modify. Let's just adjust this a smidge. And once again, review, proof, and approve. And I like this, so I'm going to go on to step 3. Step 3 is where you choose whether you want it mailed or shipped, or both. So if you want to send a postcard to all 98 people in your mailing list, it's going to cost you about $150. And we're going to pull your list one day prior to the ship date. So if you modify your list before the ship date, your total will change. The flat shipped option allows me to just have a bunch of these without addresses sent to my office. So the ship to address is where we choose where we want these delivered. And if you don't have the address that you want it delivered to showing, you can add a new one on the fly. Ship date is when you want these things to drop in the mail, and in the case of flat shipped, into the courier. So if you bring up the little calendar, it shows you all the available dates, and you can flip ahead. We do a couple of months worth of dates. So I want this to ship out the first available date, that's the 17th. Sometimes you'll see blanks because there's holidays. Lastly, the payment method. I'm just going to choose the credit card I have on file. You can also choose to add a payment method using our secure Moneris portal. But otherwise, just pull the one that we have. Last step, just to verify that you accept the spelling and content of the order, and that it appears, that you agree that the way it appears on screen is the way that you want it to print. And if you're happy with everything, you can accept the terms and conditions of sale. Please read these. Just verifying that you're not uploading anything that you don't have intellectual property rights to, and that you accept that you're taking responsibility for the order. So I'm going to tick this, and that enables me to finalize the order. That's it. We've just placed the order. It's gone into the queue for production. It's going to, we're going to bill on Monday, May the 16th, and we're going to ship it on Tuesday, May the 17th. Confirmation email is sent out, which you can check. There it is in my inbox at Gmail. And if I want to see the progress of this order, you can always go to the order history page here, or click on the link here directly, but there's not going to be much progress right now. The order history page shows you all of your recent orders, what the status is. You can see I've got a lot in the queue, and what the billing status is. So you can see that these haven't been billed yet. This one was a payment decline, and this one was paid and, in fact, shipped. If you want to cancel something you've started, you can do so here. And you can just click the I button to see what the details were and view the PDF itself of what it was that you worked on. And that concludes our run-through of the new On-Demand Products system. Hope you like it. Give us a call if you have any issues or if you need more information. Thanks.